you got to the top, you had to take the rope. We had a rope that we used, our regular rope that we used when working, and and tie the two ladders together. And then once you tie the two ladders together, and you had to put the leg lock on the ladder, which I still know how to do, and extend your hands out like that. And then you come back on the other side, and then you cross over to the other side and come back down.
100 feet in the air.
It was about 100 feet in the air. It was 85 feet. That's the tallest ladder they had, but from the ground it was about 100.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Now I have to kind of laugh at you a little bit, Mr. Ware, because all you wanted to do was get out from under your aunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you never knew you were making history. Were you prepared for the stuff that came at you when you took the job?
No, we wouldn't.
Okay. Use a complete sentence. They never hear the sound of my voice.
Yes, they never, we never did because we were just thankful to get a job with the city. And, but it was just so amazing once we got into the fire station themselves. Now, that's when the problem started. And really, hardly can, after doing the time that I spent with the firemen, the white firemen, it wasn't totally their fault because I just had this one guy, boy, he was awful. And then we found out that he never been around black folk. He been around white folks all the time. He never been around black folks. So he told me that. And he see them, but he ain't no day-to-day, being with them. And he said, that was some of the problem. And I noticed that when I was at station up in Buckhead, and sometimes we had to go up in Fulton County, fill in for them. And I was saying that that was the problem with them. And then they were saying that not only with them, and they had to take this back home. That the white had to go back home. It wasn't easy for them either, because they had to go home, and to their family, and they still got this going on with them. It's when they get back home, they got to adjust, and then they got to adjust back when they got back to the fire station. But it was a whole lot of inner stuff that was going on that nobody even knew about, that felt about it. But there were some rough guys up there, especially when we were down in station number 6.
Now, you're the second person to mention station number 6. Where was it located, and what made it so hard?
Well, it's located Auburn Avenue, and
Again, station number 6 is located.
Station number 6 is located at Auburn Avenue and Boulevard, right across the street from King Center. And it was a small station, and that's the one that had the pole to it. That we had to step upstairs and we had to slide the pole down. And when we went over there, and cause we were mostly here, we wasn't it wasn't so bad here. It wasn't so bad here because they had already been trained, and I mean the white guys, they knew we was coming, and they were ready for us. I guess they had classes for them too, But when we got to number 6, we just went. It wasn't the people that we came up with, like we trained and worked with here. We went into a whole new environment. But that was the worst part of it when we went down to station number 6. And it was, we already knew what we were going to do, and they didn't give us no advance warning. They just, it was like 3 or 4 of us went, and some more joined us while we was there. But at fire station number 6, those officers there and the white guys were there. It was something to deal with. But I don't know why I heard that when we was at one of these gatherings, one of the guys, he couldn't take it. I don't know what his name was, but he was one of the original 16, and he was getting ready to go to work. He was on the day shift at that time. He had his gun. He had his pistol, and he was going. And I don't know how his aunt. He was living with his aunt. I don't know how his aunt saw the pistol, or she must have saw it when he picked it up, or saw it as he was going out the door, and she got it from him. He said he was on this was on the day shift. We had 3 shifts, A, B, and C, you know, and he said he gonna kill every white person on that